All right. Hello, hello. Good evening. How is everybody doing? Hello. Let's see. ODM, hello. Claudia, howdy. 16 months, thank you. ¿Qué pasó, Gorrito Café? 2K. ¿Cómo estás? Funky, hello. Shones, hello. Yo. Siraji man, hey, long time no see. They're heading into the office. Oh, okay. Have a good day at the office, Shones. Huber just got done with work. Nice. Mad Geek, hello. Let's see. Who else? Reinfo, Oldster, hello. Ninewalker, hello. Masto, hello. Dang, hello, hello, welcome. Lamp, what's good? Reborn, yeah, here for a stream. That's new. It's been a minute. Welcome back, dude. You going to KeyCon? I am currently looking into getting flight tickets. I think that's the main thing right now. It's like flights are kind of expensive. I think accommodations, I probably can figure it out, no problem. But yeah, I'm currently just waiting to book flights, and that's about it. KeyCon over CamCon, yeah, unfortunately. Like KeyCon is something that I've been looking forward to for a minute. For it to be reorganized, and I have a lot of friends going. So yeah, I wish the two events were like separate, pretty much. Like if they had been done like maybe a few weeks apart from each other, that would have been more easily workable. But yeah, having to decide between the two was kind of rough, especially when I had a bunch of friends telling me like, oh yeah, like we're organizing this trip to KeyCon. So it goes. It's been a long time. I've been super busy. It hurts. I've been busy too, honestly. It's definitely been streaming a little less frequently. That's for sure. I'll have to see in New York City. Yeah, just come by. Just roll around. All right, so let's get started here. Oh, what's this? Diego, today is a milestone for me. I finally thrown off the yoke of Spectrum. Let's fucking go. What was the last straw? Like, what do you do? Do you move? Or do you just get fiber installed in your area? Is that how? Congrats. Spectrum sucks. Big time. Hell yeah. Finally purchased a bookshelf and now carving wooden keyboard stands. Whoa, carving yourself. Okay. How nice. Yeah, no longer having your keyboard sitting on the floor. Yeah. Better not. Oh, I should also replace my keyboard command. I realized that it's not the right one. Edit. That's from the last one. Okay. So let's get started. So today we are building this new board that's coming through ClickClackIO. And they are working with this other studio, new studio. First time I hear about them, called Tech Bear Studio. Obviously they design keyboards, and the board that I'm going to be building today is a TKL. So just taking it out of the box here. And it's a very competitive price point kind of TKL with quite a few options actually. I was just taking a quick look at the GB page that it's linked in the build command. And the price is like, I think it was like 160 some or something like that. For the most basic kit, and then it would you know, it would go up from there depending on whether you get extra stuff. Yeah, $163 US for the cheapest. Yeah, so this is kind of like a proto showcase. And so they sent me a unit here of a color that I'm not 100% sure which. So gotta take a look. And I remember it was like one sort of blue, so I took out whatever blue Desmond. Just threw it on for now. So here's a PCB. Looks like it's hot swap. We got, ooh, it's like a skeleton plate. Okay. It's like a skeleton plate alu. Looks like we have a weight. Okay. Then let's see what we got. So we got the flap here, and then here we have accessories. Let me just check. Weight stuff, top mount screws, gasket bean, foot pad, gasket strips, and a wireless dongle for 2.4. Okay, very nice. So it's one of those PCBs with wireless as well as wired. And ooh, okay, looks like a nice blue. Can't really tell what type of tone. Kind of looks blue grayish. So we need to take it out of the back to see. All right. Ooh, okay. So we have a WinKey board today. Not WinKeyless. So let's see here. It's like a nice blue, like a light blue, blue grayish sort of tone. And it has some cool little accents here and there. So let's take a quick look here. WinKey, Rafs, hello Nachos, how's it going? Looks like it's F13. So actually, is it? I think the manual focus is on, so let me turn to auto. There you go. So it's kind of like a blue-gray. It has this cool, like, blue colored accent here. Camera's like having a hard time here. Very cool looking. I did see like an extra piece. So this one is probably a different finish. Let me double check. Yeah. So this one, it's kind of like this wavy metallic finish. Let me see what exactly the name is for it. I'm assuming it is gonna be this brilliance thingy. Let me see. Ice blue, anodized details, blah 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 blah. Okay. So they're finished. They are calling it. Oh my god. They're calling it dark blue brilliance, and then there's just the water ripple blue color. So yeah, kind of ripply pattern, yeah. And this is the brilliance pattern. Yeah, it kind of reminds you of lapis lazuli from Minecraft. Yeah, that's actually kind of true. I guess I also got the ripple effect weight here. Pretty neat. It does look ripply. The other side is just plain. It's pretty cool. Boomerangaroo with the 15 months. Thank you. How are you? This is quite nice. I'm assuming the other side of this board right now has the brilliance one, this lapis lazuli looking one. We have the case foam over there, but in the back it says Tech Bear. And then we have this brilliance blue weight piece. Pretty neat. we can stick on the bump-ons. As I can see here, it looks like they're just adhesive type. Okay. So let's just stick them on. Yeah, I think I actually also like the installed effect better than the Ripple one. I think the Ripple one might look a little busier, and not in like particularly good way, just because it kind of depends on like how it reflects the lighting. So I do think I prefer the one that's currently installed. This brilliance effect has this more matted look to it as well. In general, I prefer non-polished or non-shiny effects for a lot of stuff, and I think that generally applies to a lot of these keyboard weights. Yeah, I mean, yeah, at the end of the day you don't see it. I mean, but at least though, a top one you do end up seeing it. Looks like for the mounting of the cases, it is one of those clasps, ball clasps. So similar to the Cycle 7, right? And similar to, was it the Neo that also had this? But it uses the screwless ball clasp case closing. Pretty neat. Matrix core set too. Yeah, a bunch of boards now. Quite a few actually. Let's take a look at the top piece here. So as the bags here for accessories imply, we have top mount screws, which I think come with some sort of silicone. Let me take a quick look here. Oh no, it's just, oh, I see. This is for the, this is for attachment of something else, I think. I need to take a quick look at the parts list, but this is for something else, I think. And yeah, so just regular bolts here for top mount. And then we got gasket bean. Which is the little dumbbell looking thingies, right? Those are just little little silicone like dumbbell shape pieces that just suspend your assembly, and also they get sandwiched and so they get compressed. So pretty soft, usually ends up in a very bouncy, very like very flexible form of mounting. And then lastly, gasket strips. So gasket strips just to cover the, oh, I see, to cover the top mount. So these are kind of like essentially the same as the isolated top mount for the Sonnet, for example. That's pretty much the same. It's just to dampen a little bit of the top mount. You basically just enclose it in a piece of rubber on the screws, and that'll just dampen a little bit of that. So basically we have like top mount, isolated form of top mount, and a gasket bead or gasket dumbbell kind of mount. All right, pretty neat. Let's put these accessories aside. Okay, let's get the PCB here. So as it goes with a lot of these keyboard kits, it will come with a PCB as well as any included pieces of foam. So we got our plate foam and our PE foam. The case foam is pretty soft, kind of more porous feeling, and then it's very thin, so not very thick. The plate foam on the other hand is pretty thick. Looks to be pretty much the entire few millimeters of distance between the PCB and the plate. But as opposed to that, we do have a PCB that has no flex cuts, which is pretty cool. PCB with no flex cuts. And this one is hot swap socket. Looks like we have fixed 7U and C. From what I can see, no split backspace. There is step caps lock as well as an indicator. That's a little nice touch in my opinion. But it's fixed 7U, so that's pretty neat. No RGB LEDs or no per key LEDs here. No indicator LEDs here either. Just indicators here for this LED portion here at the top, and the nav cluster, and then here for the caps lock area. So just 2 indicators. And then we have an on-off switch, I assume, for perchance wireless. That would be what that's for. Okay, very neat. It uses a chip that I haven't seen before, if you're curious about microcontrollers, but it does not use your usual STM, STM32 or ADMEGA32U. So just different kind of chip here for microcontroller, and you know, there's a bunch of other like parts here and there. There's like a small IC on this side here, as well as a bunch of resistors and I think capacitors. I can't tell. A few other things. Okay, well that's neat. Let's put this aside. So, and then finally we got the plates. So this is a skeleton plate, basically like feels like no plate, not much. There's just feels like a bunch of wires connected to each other, but you know, we have a skeleton plate, kind of like those matrix plates. Actually, even more so, it's like less of a plate and more of just of a switch holder. So yeah, that's what this one is. It looks just has a lot of holes. But this is what will help us mount the assembly, so it's still necessary nonetheless. I will still try to build it with no foam, probably. See how it goes. And for switches, I have these cotton candy switches. These are like the MX Brown like, kind of like tactility, light tactiles from JWK. These actually are pretty nice. I remember using these a long while back. I forget which board, but it might have been the Alicia, but I think that was right before the move, I think. Or right after the move, I think. But yeah, it's been a while since I used them, so I wanted to try some tactiles, because it's been a minute. Let's just make sure the PCB works, though. It uses one of these cables, so unfortunately not like JST type. So yeah, I have to mess around with it. What the? Oh, is it because it has a battery in there that I saw flashing lights? Lol. Oh god, it's kind of hard to see. Yep, I'm assuming those flashing lights are from the wireless or something. There, turn it off. Okay, cool. Oh, that's neat. Okay. Let's also try to plug it in though. So we got a centered USB port for this guy right here. That's pretty bright. I'm not sure if this is QMK via... No, it doesn't... Oh no, I have a JSON file. Never mind, I was provided a JSON file just today. So let's... Also, this is so bright. Let's see, design. And now let's just load up that JSON file. TechBear 80. I assume this one should work. Let's see. Not this one. Let's see. Not sure which one is the right one here. Well, I don't really need to program it though. Let's just make sure that the switches work. So let's open this guy up. And we can do switch hitter. Does this have to really flash like that? That's not working. Hold on. Looks like, let me unscrew this. Actually, it's kind of bothersome not having access to everything. So it looks like we have a few things under the weight. Probably some sort of power supply. Yeah, it would. I imagine maybe I need to change modes or something like that. So let me just double check. But then the problem is I wouldn't know how to, right? Let me just double check here. I mean, yeah, I can always try plugging in the dongle, right? And see if that works as well. Because if it is trying to connect to something, then that would work, right? Yeah, I just want to have access to the daughter board here, so. Okay, there are our batteries right there. Okay, there it is. So there's our batteries here. They are plugged in to this cable here, to this daughter board, and we have two, I guess lithium-ion batteries right here. So I'm just gonna put them in the right places. Under the weight. Okay. Oh yeah, let's get that dongle now. Plastic Bits, hello, how's it going? Okay, I think that is the connection. Ew, so bright though. Just let's see which one is which, because I don't know. Hi, what's up, Lydia? Can't figure this out. Give me one sec. Wonder if there's one of those boards you have to have the batteries for the circuit to be completed. Oh, okay. Maybe. I don't know. JSON files. Yeah. Okay. This is very bright, and I can't seem to get anything to register here, right? Welp, welp, welp. Let me see. How's your Valentine's? Valentine's for me. I spent my Valentine's in a courthouse for the most part. I mean, at least most of the day. But then the rest was fine. Oh, that worked. Okay, cool, sick. Yeah, jury duty. Yes, I had jury duty, and was rotting for like 9 hours in the courthouse, so that sucked. Okay, sweet. Now this works. Let's see if Via actually finds the keyboard. I'm not sure if it will. Yeah, so I, you know, obviously got picked as a potential juror. There was some big federal case that, you know, we got selected for. You know, they did my questionnaire or whatever. I went in, and they asked us a bunch of questions. I basically had a conflict, like a time conflict for that. And so, you know, just ended up getting dismissed. And this was like around like mid-afternoon, right? So it got dismissed mid-afternoon, but it wasn't fully dismissed. So they were like, oh, just go check to the juror's room to see what you're gonna do next. And I was like, okay, cool. I'll do that. And went, and basically they were like, oh, you gotta, you know, put your juror card here and just sit around for another like 3 hours. So I was in this jurors assembly room for another 3 hours, but basically the whole day I was in the courthouse where there's no electronics allowed, right? So not even an e-reader. Fortunately I did bring a book, but this was already the second day I've gone in, because I did go in like earlier this week, and they basically were like, and I was there for like, you know, pretty much the entire day. And okay, so PCB works. That's all I needed to know. And I was there the whole day, and ended up, you know, nothing ended up happening like from 8 to 5, and they basically were like, hey, call this number when you're back home, like tomorrow, like after like a certain time, and there'll be like a recorded message with instructions on what to do. I was like, okay, cool. So I called the number. It asked me to come back, I guess yesterday, right, for Valentine's. And you know, I went, and basically, you know, that thing that I just explained earlier happened. So I was at the courthouse another full day doing just about nothing. And I still have a chance of going back on Tuesday. Why not just self-sabotage on the questionnaire? Oh, I mean, I basically opted out of it, yeah. But it doesn't matter. Jury duty, at least here, it looks like we are technically on call for 2 weeks. So if there is a case, or if there is a jury selection in those 2 weeks, you're required to come in. So that's pretty much what it is. So yeah, so that was that. Oh wait, this way. Bring some switches to Lube. I did think of something like that. I was like, oh, just bring in. Or actually, I was thinking maybe bring in some. Well, so like, you know, obviously, like on the second day I went in, the other jurors, right, like who are in the room, like they're much less awkward about just being there, right? And because you're just kind of sitting there in silence, and these are like complete strangers, right? And so obviously, like people have gotten more comfortable, so people just started talking to each other, right? And like yesterday I was thinking, oh, maybe I should just go in with like you know, like Monopoly, Deal, Uno, like a card game, because card games, you know, they're not electronic based, so or like you know, something to play. It's just to kill the time, you know, outside of a book. So maybe try that. But yeah. Would you like to know more about custom keyboards? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I want to do that. I rarely talk about keyboards outside until like I go to like, you know, like something keyboard related. And occasionally people will ask me, right? Because they know, right? They know that I do keyboard stuff. Occasionally I'll be asked like, oh, like about this, like, can you help me with this? Or like, can you give me some tips on that? And I'm like, yeah, sure. But generally speaking, though, it's not very often that I talk about anything keyboard related. So yeah. Okay, so well, so that was that. That was my Valentine's. I mean, outside of that, I mean, and then after obviously like, you know, that wrapped up, I came back home. I cooked dinner for my partner. We just had food, and that was nice. And then we played some games, and that was nice. Yeah, I got a few gifts and that kind of stuff. So we just like shared gifts, and just hung out pretty much. This track is such a throwback. This playlist, compiled this playlist a long time ago, and I just remembered that I had it on my Spotify, and I was like, oh, I should just play that old like vaporwavy playlist that I had. There's a bunch of songs that used to be on Spotify but now aren't for whatever reason, like from like 18 Karat Affair, from like Esprit, and a few others. Oh, Mr. Kupo, hi. How's it going? I hope you're doing well. I'm doing okay. It's been busy, but it's been good. It's been pretty, so far so good. All right, so TXAP stab. So gotta break him in. So how do you justify the N3DS shell collection to your partner? No justification needed, because at the end of the day, she diagnosed me, gave me a diagnostic, serial gas sufferer. So yeah, GG. Well, I mean, at the end of the day, it was her who said that I seem to get into a particular thing. I buy a ton of, or not a ton, but like I buy a bunch of like whatever it is, right? And then I like move on from whatever that is, and until the next one comes in. But I don't seem to accumulate like several different hobby things simultaneously, because I actually just don't do that for whatever reason. So yeah. Do you get a set of pink OEM Tober caps? Yeah, I'll be getting a set of blinks. Too cute to pass on. FOMO is strong. Yeah, they're pretty nice. I mean, it's so rare to see HKB do that, right? Like we've had the Snow release for their 25th anniversary, and now this. And honestly, it's so nice. Like it's. I mean, hey, like they basically didn't do this since they discontinued all those key sets from Elite Keyboards, like, or at least back when Elite Keyboards was like actually active with Toper stuff. And now like we are getting these officially released key sets, which is nice. I mean, it's too bad that the Real Force R1 is discontinued, and so therefore any key sets that are released for the Real Force would not be the compatibility that we need. But that said, I do hope they release more stuff. They're coming out with more colors since the press release. That's sick. I'm glad. I'm glad to hear it. Confirm one more color. Is that the blue one? Or is it not disclosed? Didn't read the whole thing. I'm using a full size for the first time in such a long time. I ever so often I shift to full size because of work, because that's what's there. It is weird having numpad attached. It feels too large, the keyboard. Have I lit keyboards on my pin just in case some clacks pop up? That's fair. That's fair. I mean, there have been random ass drops, so that's totally fair to have that pinned, I guess. But now you have ruined your chances from telling other people. GG. SMA info. Leaking classified information. JK. I have a 60-inch desk and this thing takes up so much of my mat. Odin V3. Oh yeah. Those are chonky. Blue Crayon, hello. How's it going? Should have bought out the test ones because the Elite keyboard sent out to some of those who bought. Oh, really? Oh, wow, that's nice. Congrats to them, I guess. Although that's kind of a gamble, to be fair. Hello, Lightning. How can I speak to you about a product for promotion? You can email me. Or you can contact me through Discord as well. You can contact me directly through email. Email is easier, at least if you want me to keep track of things. Or we can bring it up on Discord too. But email helps for me to keep track. There's an about page for me on my website, and then there's a contact form there. Related? Yeah. Just you can just DM me on Discord or send me an email. Email better if you want it more official. And if you want something quick reply, then Discord's easier. Eventually I shift over to Discord for a lot of stuff, but Discord's new UI for mobile has been atrocious, okay? Like the search function on Discord mobile right now is the worst. They separated search for DMs and search for server stuff, and you search within server stuff, but then I can't like quick jump between channels either because the search query doesn't hit. Es un desastre, sí. Yeah, it's the worst. The worst. It's so bad. So yeah, I'm just hoping that they revert on some of that shit. So yeah, I really hope so. I had heard about them making these changes before. I just didn't realize how much they were actually gonna suck in practice. The app just going backwards, dude. Like the search function hasn't ever been that great, but like it's getting worse. Is really my gripe. It's especially important like with something like you need to like search through DMs or you need to like search through like channels and just jump through things more quickly. It feels like such a waste to not have good search functionality. I mean, oftentimes the search also breaks, which is even worse. Discord on the iPad. I have to say I don't use Discord on my iPad, so I can't relate, but at least on my phone it's been blech. especially since the new UI update. I've just been trying to deal with it though. I always try to just look at things on the bright side. And I'm like, hopefully I'll just get used to it and I'll forget about it and it'll be okay. But no, it's been really frustrating the past week or so that I've been like stuck with it. I don't even know if it's been a week or longer, but yeah, however long. I know some people might have gotten it even earlier. Stab myself with a guitar string. Ugh, ouch. We'll contact you really soon about the next buy on board. Okay. Sweet. Buy on board sounds cool. I mean, I do like my bias R2. I haven't tried any of the new ones though, like the 60% tray and the other ones. Gahern and all the other boards. And other layouts as well, actually. 65, 60. Do you want a Gahern? I don't know. I don't know what to expect. I mean, I like 60s and TKLs. That's my general take. So if there's a 60 or TKL for me to check out, I'm more than happy to. That's great. But do I want, as in like, am I currently like in the mood to spend money? I've been really trying hard to not. So I've really slowed down on the keyword acquisition, and I'm wrapping up on my last like few orders to yet to come in from like vendors. I'm just hoping that gets wrapped up like ASAP. I think KLC's Dolphin 60 might be the last thing I'm waiting on now. Aside from, I think, Wob Hangul. Oh, for free. So you make a stream. We can talk about it. Hit me up. My policy is as follows. To kind of disclose it out in public anyway, because this is what I tell everybody now. I pretty much don't make content or don't do like any builds for free, so to speak. Specifically in the sense that my base prices are for the service, so like the building, like the time I spend doing things. And so basically I tell people, if you want it back, like the product, I can send it to whoever you want, no problem. Can give it away, whatever it is, right? And if you want me to keep it, then it's considered a gift, no strings attached, and we move on from that, right? I usually just treat it that way. Designers can decide whatever they want to do with the product, and they don't need to feel obligated to give or not give, right? That kind of stuff, right? There's no burden in that. And finally, like, it's makes it clear for me at least that all I'm doing is providing the service, and there's a price for it, and as long as the price is paid, then there's nothing else to worry about. But yeah, well, we can talk about that over DMs, Discord, or email. Those trays are awesome. Yeah, actually, these do look nice. It's pretty clean on the top side, and on the bottom side, it's like has these curved traces too. Pretty nicely done. Been seeing a lot of these new PCBs with pretty cool tracing. But that said, I'm no expert on PCB design, so I can't tell you if it's like a good thing, electrical engineering wise, circuit design wise. I know like certain components have to be close to each other for like suppressing certain signals and things like that, but I don't know too much about it. If you hear noise in the background, that's from the kitchen. My partner's just prepping something, I think. What's for dinner? I don't know. That's a good question. I'm actually not entirely sure. Well, based on what's in the fridge right now, I believe we have... Usually, I mean, I'll like, usually what we eat is pretty straightforward. Like we usually have, you know, we decide on the base, which is gonna be like the carb base. So that's usually noodles or rice, right? So I think rice noodles tends to be a pretty common pick. Just regular rice is also another one. I would say that my partner does prefer to have noodles over rice, so we do end up with noodles more often than not. And then, especially during the cold season, we'll almost always opt for like soup, like a form of noodle soup or something like that. So usually, I think the soup base is like the only main thing that we have to decide on, like what type of flavor on the soup base. But if we have to make it ourselves, then it's usually like put in like either like seafood or pork or something like that, you know, something that will like have like a nice base for the soup, and then the rest is like, you know, put a bunch of veggies in, like maybe like cabbage or daikon or potato. If it's like a curry, for example, potato and carrots are great, right? Recently we did like this squash soup. It's pretty yummy. With shrimp, I think. We did it with shrimp and like mushrooms and cabbage and other things. But yeah, usually that's how we go about it. We usually do a form of soup, and for the carbs, like we usually just put in noodles in, or we do like rice separately, and then like, you know, you can put it into the soup, you can decide to eat it separately, but usually how we go about it. And then for sometimes we prepare sides. Like I think lately it's been fish or some kind of like stir-fried veggies with like sauce or something. I often do like bok choy, stir-fried bok choy with garlic. Pretty yummy, pretty easy to make. Or broccoli works as well, right? Broccoli's a good substitute for that. So yeah, that's usually dinner for us if we're eating at home. I think it's a variation of that typically, and it's easy to make and fairly quick, so ends up being less of a burden for us. But yeah, I think in the freezer right now we have a bunch of like fish and seafood, so I think a lot of our dishes are that, like seafood or fish based. Yesterday I made like Korean fish cake soup. If you guys know like oden or omuk, I made some omuk with some daikon and fish cakes, some cabbage. Me staring at my Insta ramen while you rattle off a cookie masterpiece. I actually, it's really funny, but even when I was like in college, I didn't really like instant ramen for whatever reason. Like it doesn't make my stomach feel good, pretty much. Have to have it very rarely, but I actually genuinely don't crave it, don't enjoy it as much. And at the end of the day, I like have bought a bunch, but it would just sit for a while. What's up?
Wait, what?
Instant ramen. Yeah, you're the same. Yeah. She's asking me if what will crave what. I was like, instant ramen. It's like, I don't crave instant noodles. But have you ever had a pack of Newport and a Monster at 7 p.m.? Sounds like I don't know if that sounds like a good idea, but I know a lot of people who did it in school. Like energy drinks. And I mean, smoking, that's just a habit that's already there. The energy drinks are just the extra kick. I've seen a lot of people do it. Probably fine. Kind of too much, but probably fine. Instant ramen noodles also make me feel terrible after eating it. Yeah, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the processed fat. Might be like the fact that the noodles are fried first to be processed. Some of it isn't. I know that there's a bunch of noodle packs that aren't like that, but still. Yeah, definitely something about the way things are prepared. That said, I mean, there are a lot of really nice packs of like semi-instant like noodle dishes. Like if you go to like, obviously like if you go to like H Mart or like I mean like, you know, like local Asian grocery store, right? They'll have like specific like regional-ish dishes that are like semi-instant, and those are pretty yummy. And they don't feel as like instant-y. Maybe at least not like the fried type. Kind of like Shin ramen, for example. That's the best example, I would say. Not in that form of prep, at least. Is fresh ramen fine for you? Oh, I love fresh ramen. Like I love any fresh noodle soup, noodle dish, whatever it is. It's mostly just like the pre-cooked, pre-packaged, some of the pre-cooked, pre-packaged stuff that doesn't suit me that well. So for example, there's a delivery service, grocery delivery service called We, that we usually order from, there we recently ordered this. Where's that from? The snail noodles? Can you just... Oh yeah. If you guys want a referral for We, I'm happy to offer. Oh my gosh. Anyway, so so there are these like snail noodles. I forget what it's called. Where is it from? Where is it from? What region? Did you say it was like from a region in China? Yeah, it's just snail noodles. That's what they're called. But they're amazing. They're so good. They come with like pickled veggies, I think. Luo Fen is a Chinese noodle soup and specialty of Liuzhou, Guangxi. Okay. I don't know. Luo Fen is the dish. But yeah, got a few packs of those, and they're so yummy. Okay, put our stabs. Let's try some switches. Plate is so clean looking. It's very it's one of those like skeleton plates where it has like gaps all over the place. Basically, it's just a switch holder more than the plate itself. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's definitely just more of a switch holder. Like it just props them up above the PCB. I mean, I guess it could even be platelets, but I guess I mean they have to have it to be able to mount the assembly to stuff. So the plate is necessary, but yeah. Can't wait till someone pours resin into those crevices on the plate. What? How would they accidentally get to that point? Oh, bent the pen. Kind of felt like it. $25% plate? Yeah, quarter plate. Okay, let's test the stabs first. I've seen people fill flex cuts on PCBs with resin before. What? Really? I didn't know that. That said, I guess people really do be coming up with just about anything to mod, quote unquote. That's crazy. I think just isn't just tape enough. But you see, tape makes a board sound tape modded. But what if you just put tape only on the flex cuts? Isn't that fine? Okay, I think that sounds okay. The flex cut plugs, or the rubber ones, yeah, those are good. Those were on the Cycle 7, right? I think. Or was it the Cycle 7? I think it was. Don't remember which board it was. It was one of the boards. One of those boards. Yeah, the Cycle 7 is right then. The Dimium. I'm not sure which one that is. Ball latch 65 that looked like a Keycron? Huh. Okay. TIL. Smells like something being steamed. Oh yeah, lately we've been steaming a lot of stuff. We have like those, like, you know, like those bamboo steamers. You can just put it on top of a pot or whatever. So like in the morning, it's pretty nice for like some steamed dumplings or something like that. Perfect segue to my sponsor, HelloFresh. You know, you know how like well, so I guess you wouldn't know, but so for a lot of like streamers, like I think HelloFresh is offered pretty often on like Stream Elements and like other platforms like that. But obviously like it's very not very well incentivized, because a lot of the incentive is through signups only, right? So like you have to have other people sign up to, like, if you're promoting it for you to like get a good deal out of it. And then like, you know, you have to put like branding, and like you have to put like you have to like do a certain thing, and stream has to last a certain amount of time, and it's a ton. But I've seen a bunch of people who do like the HelloFresh streams, and I was like, man, like it's kind of rough, because you do this, and if no one signs up, then it's kind of GG. I got HelloFresh once through some good deal, and then my neighbor stole it. Oh, like you got it through like you signed up for HelloFresh and you were supposed to get a box, but your neighbor stole the box. Ew. Well, I mean, that said, it's not the first time I hear this. I have heard of friends who have had their HelloFresh box stolen, which is truly terrible. Did you not go knock on their door and ask for dinner? You should have. Oh, dude, no, you should have gone and be like dress up as like you're like super fucked up, okay? Like you're like, oh, this was my only food. I'm starving. But like, you know, you have to look like you're absolutely disheveled, okay? And you're like, I think I saw you guys take my box. And then be like, would you be so kind to provide some food? It has to be warm food, or otherwise I'm gonna die. Anyway, but obviously for these neighbors being asses about it, you could just prank them a little bit. Yeah, warm food or I die. Yeah, it's real. I mean, I feel like I hear that from people, and they're like, I need soup or I die. It's so cold. I just remember they came over after with a disheveled box, and they're like, accidentally took your box? Oh my god. We accidentally took your box, saw your name on the box, opened the box, and proceeded to cook the food in the box. And then we were eating it, and then we were like, oh shit, it's not ours. Bro, just noticed. It was a delicious accident, yeah. It's like, oh, it tastes so good, but it tastes like my neighbor's food. How are you supposed to know about that? It's like, okay, buddy. Very believable. I wouldn't mind having that illness or condition. Warm food or I die. That said, if some apocalyptic event happens and we can't have food warm, you're fucked. Mid-COVID? Oh, then I don't want that box back. Cooties. post first vaccine, but first vaccine is still not with 2 shots, right? Oh, September 2021. Okay. That's that, I think that is post. That is post the 2 vaccine shots. It was when colleges told us to come back. Okay. Fair. So a little better, but not by too much. Wow, that's a username. I puke. Oh, welcome. How are you? I hope you don't feel bad today. Worst part is it's also like cooking 15 minutes. Oh yeah, HelloFresh is cooking 15 minutes. After you chop the veggies, after you prep all your meal, basically. You prep your bowls and your pots and your pans and whatever. And then, yeah, the cooking time is 15 minutes. They're not wrong. You feel me? They're not wrong. They're not wrong. They know what they're talking about. It is 15 minutes. Cook time. Come on, man. You know me. What about cleaning? Oh, yeah. Yeah. So, my partner and I, recently started using the dishwasher because, for a while we didn't, because we actually just don't generate that many dishes and pots and plates and stuff. Like, we actually clean stuff while we're cooking, so, usually it doesn't end up being that much. And then, recently we, maintained the dishwasher, and, we decided to start using it, because why not? And it's super quiet and super nice. It's very small. It's small, so it doesn't fit too much. It's pretty much maybe 1, maybe 2 meals, and then you probably should put it for the day. But it's been pretty convenient. But I definitely have noticed how lazy I've become. Really don't want to do dishes now. But it is more water efficient, I guess. That's what people say, right? So. But it's been nice. It's been nice to use it. But yeah, we've definitely noticed how we feel so lazy. It's but at least it's nice. You just run it at night before you go to bed, and then in the morning you just have to sort it, and that's easy. Easy enough. Cooking stream when? I don't know. I mean, setting that up would be a big pain in the butt actually, because somehow I need to run all the cables. Actually, we do have some major inconveniences. Right now they're doing this big maintenance on our gas line, and so we haven't had gas for a while actually. We've been on an induction cooker. That's been a pain in the butt. Well, actually, it has technically not been that bad as far as the cooker itself is very good. We have a nice one. So thing heats up really fast. It heats up really fast, and and it's all good. The only problem is not being able to do many things simultaneously. So we usually are on the side of using 1 pot for a big main dish, and then small things prepped, and then if it's a quick stir fry, that's really quick, right? You just grab the wok, heat it up, stir fry, it's 5 minutes done, right? And clean up is super easy. So yeah, just use phone as remote camera. I guess that would work. Yeah. Oh, Shonas went lurking. Need to do experiment? Okay. The mods are against cooking streams? No. It's the bot. The bot's just running efficiently, I guess. Okay, so we're done here putting this together. I'm gonna leave the default weight. And let's try out maybe top mount. Should I try out this? I think I actually really like that isolated top mount thing on the Sonnet, so maybe this one will sound nice. So So maybe we'll try this one. But it's still basically top mount with extra steps. Which is just these guys. I have no idea what these gigantic screws are for, but whatever. Let's put this on. Literally 1984. The horror. Hello, Mr. Piggion. How's it going? How are you? Mr. B. Ooh. Man, I really dislike ribbon cables for keyboards. I have to say that's been kind of a peeve lately. Or not lately, just in general. I've never really liked them. But yeah. Good. I'm getting railed by some non-linear control systems homework. Non-linear control systems? Are you a mechanical engineer? I don't know why I put the ribbon cable on now. I'm an idiot. I didn't have to do that, but maybe I was just trying to get some practice in. Alright, let's do this isolated gasket mount or whatever. Seems neat. Isolated top. It's like just these, put these little guys on, and then it's basically top mount. Mickey grad student. Oh, I see. I was like, yeah, if it's non-linear, it's definitely not an undergrad class, right? Man, grad school in Mickey. That sounds like a lot of work. A lot of physics. A lot of math. Smart lad, I see. Over here. Smart person. Very cool, very cool. One day I will rail someone non-linearly. Okay. Not smart, I am dying. Yeah, I can imagine it's a tough life. So, what do you do? Do you do like robotics? Or anything cool? I mean, if you're a grad student, if this is a master's, I guess it's just classes for a lot of schools. But if you're like a PhD student, then you must be doing research. But yeah, Mickey grad sounds pretty tough. As it is, I remember a lot of my fellow like Mickey friends in undergrad that had a hard time. So I can only imagine grad school is pretty tough. I do know people who do go to grad school though for like to pursue higher level like robotics in academia or like, you know, other cool stuff. That's the goal. Currently in robotics grad course too, just a master's. Oh, okay, cool. So do you know Professor Dennis Hong? He's like so many people's idol out there. Especially if you're Korean. I think he's at UCLA now, right? I remember I visited his lab a long time ago. I did an internship there. Not at the lab, but at UCLA, and I visited the lab there. It's pretty cool. Okay. UCLA nasty SMH. I see. Okay. Guess you don't like the idea of it. That's fine. That's fair. Alright, we're gonna go no foam today. So something neat about the TechBear, it uses these little silicone pieces to kind of basically do like a little force break over here. So that's a nice little detail to add. And it also uses this ball latch method, right? Similar to Cycle 7 and other boards like that. Corsa and other people mentioned a few others. Oh, wait, is this Tim Keelis? Twitch partner? Holy moly, hello. My coffee master. Tim, how are you, by the way? We've been making okay coffee, by the way. It's been working out. We still can't do any proper steaming for milk. For shit. It literally just looks like one big blob. But yeah, it's going. Oh, Avo, what's up? How are you making your coffee? So we had a recent find where we got a like old, like one of those like 80s or 90s, I don't even know when, but old Gaja espresso machine, like pre-classic. And we like I gave it some TLC, you know, cleaned it up. And yeah, we've been trying some espresso too, so that's been fun. I saw like on YouTube some dude, I think from Australia, actually was able to like replace all the parts inside of it for like what is that? What's the that Gaja? Is it Gaja Classic Pro? Yeah. Like replace a bunch of those parts onto like one of those old ones. And apparently it's like you can replace parts like that and like install like a secondary like what's that little pipe for the other pipe for the valve, like when like any back pressure to be released into the drain. Like you can install like one of those and like change parts for the boiler and whatnot. Release valve, thank you. Yeah, because mine doesn't have it, so for me, I always have to be careful about the pressure buildup. I guess temperature pressure. So yeah, that's where we're at. That's the wastegate for the turbo. Yeah, and then now ever since I started doing that, started with espresso a little bit, I've had like people nagging me to like, oh, you should get this, oh, you should get that. I'm like, no, it's okay, I'm good. Coffee tastes pretty good already. I resist the gas. It's so much gas around coffee, man. Don't listen to people, just listen to me. Oh my god, yeah, it's okay. I've been enjoying what I'm doing, so we're pretty good. What you'll need is an X62 and a Slayer single group. Oh, that's many thousands of dollars probably, isn't it? All right, folks. What key set do we want to put on this? It's already built. This is a super fast build because it's hot swap too. Only a small payment of 10,000. Chump change. Chump change. No problem. No problem. Pocket change. Yeah, surely. Surely. Wob or Dracula? That sounds good. Yeah. I'll name other sets I have. I have NTD, Arctic. I have that I haven't used recently. I have Windbreaker. I have like Alter. I recently got Symbiote in the Piku Alu set. Not WA, please. Not enough silver in this. Honeywell. Oh, gray. Yeah, that could work. Honeywell. What else do I have? I have like Godspeed, like the text icon one. The blue one. I have Fuji. Fundamentals. Hallyu. Pacific. Pacific could be good too. Going through these sets. Rudy. I actually have both the dark one and the normal one. Or I guess the dark alphas rather. That's what I meant. Yeah. Symbiote? It's actually I don't know. I mean, if you guys wanna, we can check it out first. It's like right here. It's right here. So this is what Symbiote looks like. I actually haven't opened it, but I looked at the novelties and stuff. So I have the child kits for Symbiote. Yeah, I have the Galactic alphas and the translucent keys and whatnot. Yeah, I have child kits. This Symbiote is like super pink, purple, like very light colored. It's a little too purpley for this board, I think, though. But I mean, it's up to you guys. It might look okay. I mean, blue and purple do go well with each other, for what it's worth. Yeah, I have some novelties here and a few other things. I have like these text novelties as well, and then I have the translucent ones. GMK Deku 8. GMK Deku is admittedly a pretty ugly set. Like, I feel like GMK Deku could have been much better executed, but the choices for it were, and the kitting, and even I guess even the vendor, not very good. Arctic would be nice. I think Arctic could work pretty well, actually. I agree. I think Symbiote will leave it for a more, either a gray, like a light, like even silver could kind of work, but I would say like something lighter, or like light gray, or even just silver, or even dark gray, or going for something like something like purplish. Well, obviously would work well, like lilac, lavender, right? But yeah, I think we'll maybe leave Symbiote for a different one. Same thing could be said about the entire franchise. I have to admit, My Hero Academia was good, like the first season or two. I don't know. I don't even know how many I watched, and then I just lost interest. So yeah, it was okay. It was okay. It was alright. It was aight. It was aight. SA set? What SA set? I don't have SA Ice Cap. I do not have that set. So I remember someone told me SA Ice Cap. Alright, I'll just go get Arctic. I'm just gonna go get Arctic. I'll be right back, okay? I put SA on my QK75 messing around the other day. It's so much tall. It's so tall once you stop using it. And then you use it and you're like, what the f? It's not great. SA looks great. Typing though, ooh, just too much. And it always sounds the same. It's always the same. Alright, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back with GMK Arctic. I just have it in bags. think this will be a nice set too. Oh yeah, this color is, this legend is pretty much a perfect match for this case. It's like bluish. It's hard to show you, but it's like really close. Should be good. Yeah, SA is the R1. The top row is really tall. I think that's the main issue. You know, for this skeleton plate, I actually think this board will sound pretty nice. Like, just tapping on the spacebar here makes me think that it's gonna sound pretty decent. I was a little bit skeptical, to be frank. Thought maybe the skeleton plate might kill a lot of the sound, but it sounds like it might be fine. The tallest profile I can comfortably use is MT3. MT3 is okay. It's a little very scooped, you know, the deep dish is very so pronounced. At least for me, that was what deterred me away from it eventually. It was that the deep dish for those was just a little bit too much. But it is more usable profile wise, I would say. Yeah. Sounds like doo-doo garbage though. I actually don't have extensive experience with MT3 other than like seeing it at meetups. Like obviously my impression was not particularly like well formed. But oh, I did have Dev TTY or whatever that set was. I didn't like it. I remember that's why I got rid of it. I think I got it from like my brother who used it, and he was like, yeah, I didn't like it, and do you want to try it? And I was like, yeah, sure. And then ended up trying it and didn't end up liking it, so I sold it a long time ago. Isn't that set PBT? Oh, you might be right. Yeah, it was like one of the first sets that they made, if I recall. Yeah, it might have been PBT. So probably very different from the ABS one. Yeah, okay, makes sense. Yo, what's up, Eric? How's it going? Dark Sky. This is not Dark Sky. Oh wait, no, this is Dark Sky. My bad. I confused Dark Sky and Sawara for a second for whatever reason. It was because EBP was talking about. Wasn't he talking about Sawara? He like got Sawara in or something. Yeah, he was talking about it at some point today. Something about DCS sounding quiet or something like that. Maybe it was in this server or it was in Juan's server. I get it all confused now. I just don't remember anymore. Yeah, this is the Dark Sky set. It's pretty nice on this. It looks really good on these like regular gray sort of gunmetal, regular gray sort of tone boards. Okay, this one's still not like hyperfused, so it does come with an F8 key. I'm missing a few keys here. end here. Have the novelties too. That's why I left some of these other keys out for now. Checking the novelties. I'm gonna use Dark Sky and Denim Say Settle for a bit, but glad you went with Arctic. Yeah, it's actually pretty good. Oh, you have the JTK set. Ah. If you want to switch to it. Oh, okay. Yeah. I was really happy that this was running on GMK when it was announced, because I really like the color scheme, and then the novelties look cute too. But then this is one of the Mexican Co sets, pretty sure. So I had to get this through novelties. So that was a shame. You know what? I shall not use these novelties. I want to use the the 1Us, but are there 2 1Us that fit? Yeah. Sick. Little cute snowflake novelties here for R4. Don't get to use our 1U R4 novelties often, so pretty nice. And then, oh, these guys are so cute. Okay, sweet. Artisans or novelties? Too many novelties otherwise, so maybe this is fine. This is good enough. At least you got the set. I mean, technically no. I did not get the set direct. Like, you know, I had to get it twice basically. So that part sucked. Been liking WinKey more recently. Using those R4 1U novelties is fun. Yeah. It's like one of those things that you just don't get to do, because if you buy WinKeyless only, you know, you really don't get to ever experience those novelties at any time. Because there's a lot of novelty kits that only have it like that. Oh, Mix and Co. Alright, let's put some artisanal Keycaps on here. Ooh, you know what? Let's fill it up with these cloud blinks. These are nightcaps. And I've been meaning to use them. So let's try a few of these guys here on the right cluster. Maybe the bunny one is pretty cute. I think that works. To kind of bring out more of the blue here. You know what? This blue might be a little dark, so I'm gonna take that one out. I don't know, maybe I'll put this one. Yeah, that works. Okay. And then for the other ones, gray and blue would be good. Maybe I'll do this guy, the Exo Boy here, and I'll do the King. Ooh, yeah, this works. Chill to the bone. Alright, oh, that's already sounding pretty good. So let's give this a shot. Oh, did the playlist end? I think it did. It's not a very long playlist. Okay, there it is. Okay, so let's see. Oh, it's a little too far to the side, isn't it? think maybe it's a little too bright. I think that's more accurate. Okay, cool. That looks good. Okay. All right. Let me move the mic over. All right, let's try typing on this. So we got our TB8 TKL. So this apparently is going to be on ClickClackIO for $163 at the minimum configuration possible, starting in 2 days on the 17th. And yeah, so let's give this a try. This currently has 0 foam. We currently built it with the skeleton outlet plate, the default outlet plate that they sent me, with a non-FlexCut hot swap PCB. And we got GMK Arctic here, and the switches are JWK cotton candies. All right, so let's give it a try. Here you go. Damn, this actually sounds really nice. No foam, by the way. Pretty cool. Yeah, this sounds good. It sounds good. Looks nice too, actually. I actually do really dig this little accent over here. But all right, let's go through the mods now. I think the tactiles really bring out the sound of the board, so I'm glad I actually chose these guys because they do feel pretty nice and sound pretty good. What's that little mark on it? Can't call the board good until we do the paper test, though. Oh, the paper test. How could I forget? The paper test incoming. What is the paper test? If you don't know, someone link that I wish someone could link the Kickstarter, but there was this Kickstarter that basically was promoting this kind of like entry-level board, and they basically were like, they're basically saying that the board was great because not even a paper could be put within like in the seam of the board between like the top and bottom cases, and we were just memeing about it. So yeah, the paper tests. Oh boy, it doesn't look like this is gonna pass the paper test. This seam looks a little too big for me. Uh-oh. We're in big trouble. Oh no. Here goes the paper test. Oh no, the paper is stuck. Oh no, the paper is stuck. It does not pass the paper test. Oh boy. What are we gonna do? This board is terrible. But you know what? TGR good, right? TGR so good it passed paper test. It does not go through seam, so TGR good. So lesson learned, only by TGR. Paper test passable. Oh gosh. Anyway. Look, let me show you another board that will pass the paper test, okay? HHKB, by the way. Also, by the way, a message from sponsor HHKB US. Buy your cherry blossom Tauper OEM keycaps in blank and printed form today on the PFU Rico web store. They're selling them on a pre-order. They're very limited, so don't miss out on the Tauper OEM pink keycaps. Hashtag ad, hashtag sponsored, shameless. Ha! Anyway, so look at this HHKB. It will pass the paper test. Yes, it does. It does not get stuck. So HHKB is paper test passable as well. So it gets an A+ in the papertesttrust.org rating. So GG, no fucking way. Oof. So many sponsored messages today. We, HHKB, TGR. Imagine if TGR sponsored Lightning keyboards. One day we will have TGR sponsor Lightning keyboards directly, and I'll be able to shamelessly promote it. That's right. And you guys will purchase TGR through affiliate link. Anyhow, there's that. So this is the TB8. So pretty good though. This is really nice for the price, in my opinion. It sounds pretty good, and this is with no foam at all. It also has that I'm gonna take out these keycaps because they're slightly bigger, I think. This has the clasp method of putting the case on. It's a little harder to undo now. I think it's probably because I have keycaps on, but yeah. Mr. Diego, let's talk about fried fucking chicken. Are we ready to talk about fried chicken, guys? Are you guys even ready for this? You're not ready for it. You're not ready for it. Uh-oh. This is a problem. Let me, oopsie, I accidentally put that back up. But let's get our thumbnail done. Let's show off the board, and we can talk about fried chicken as we wrap up the stream here. Right? Okay. So let's put our thumbnail out for our YouTube VOD. There's our thumbnail. Okay. So clean up a few things out here that look ugly. Okay. All right. There goes. 3, 2, 1, boom. All right, great. Now, we're gonna show off the rest of this board. So TB8 TB8, $163 for the GB here on this board. F13TKL over here. Right now we have WinKey option. This comes with a hot swap PCB, but I think there might be solderable too. This or the Neo 80? Ooh, that's a good question. I will say two things. I do like the F12 Neo 80 that I got. The color options were great. The anodizing was really good. I do like this better in terms of like these little touches. Like I do really like this particular styling of this matte weight. Like you get the option to pick something like this, which is pretty cool. It's a little bit, I think it's a little bit more expensive than the Neo, but I think this kind of neat. Slightly different aesthetic though, like here and there. So I think looking at aesthetics is definitely important. But as far as the quality of the board goes, this is actually really good too. Like this is pretty good. And yeah, I mean, yeah, sure, this has the skeleton plate, but I think it sounds pretty good. So I think you can probably figure something out there. This sounds pretty nice. I think both of them are at a pretty competitive price point. So yeah, let's check the website here. Let's check the website. Okay, so let's scroll up. So this is the TB8. Hold on, I'm gonna move the mic over here. Okay, so the TB8 here. So color options: red, lavender, ice blue, silver, black, pink, white, safari, green, yellow, star black, and milky white, and purple. WinKey or WinKeyless. I'm actually surprised they send me WinKey instead of WinKeyless. Weight options: plus $15 or plus $30, or you can also get the ripple option, which is $0 additional. You can get non-flex cut soldered, 1.6 millimeter, non-flex cut hot swap, 1.6 millimeter, which is I think basically the one I got. Oh, I think no, mine is not tri-mode. I think mine is, yeah, mine is just mine, I think mine might just be the wired, but I'm not sure. Plate, there's FR4 PC, flex cut aluminum, non-flex. Oh, so there are non-flex cut aluminum options here. Do you see that? So I got the flex cut aluminum, I suppose. Okay, so you get to pick your plate. Okay, you get to pick your plate here. There's non-flex cut plates too. All right. You know, you can get extra weight or extra plates, right? But you can select different things. Okay, Q3 2024. Right now it's Q1, mid Q1. So you're waiting like maybe like 6 to 8 months. Okay, that's kind of normal. That's fine. So let's see, dimensions: F13 TKL, 7-degree typing angle, 20 millimeter excluding bump on front height, and all these color options and whatnot. So yeah, I got the flex cut aluminum plate, but the regular aluminum plate actually comes in a pretty good, it has no flex cuts and it has pretty minimal amount of extraneous cuts here. It's ANSI fixed 7U as well, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, there is also a PC plate option. FR4 does have some flex cuts here and there, I see them, but the aluminum and the PC plate don't have flex cuts. So you can do gasket beans, regular gaskets here, as well as top mount, which is what we did. So yeah, these options are pretty good for this. So if you like F13 TB8, if you like F12 Neo 80, I think. Yeah. But both of them use the ball latch mechanism for the closure of the case. So yeah, that's kind of like the verdict. I think, yeah, layout and aesthetics are the two things that you can probably determine from it. But as far as options are concerned, like they have a lot of colors, and also like flex cut and non-flex cut options, as well as 1.2 and 1.6 millimeter PCB options. So that's pretty nice. Okay, so just to kind of show you guys what the board looks like up close here. So all built. There's the Brilliance blue accent. That's GMK Arctic over here. There is the side profile. Side profile is pretty simple. Kind of reminds me a little bit of like an F1 type, like just wedge. But then this top does have this 3D kind of contour to it, the shape, this top piece. But this color is really nice, yeah. Centered USB-C, as you can see on the bottom side. It does use like this ribbon cable to connect the daughter board. This currently does have wireless, so it has 2 batteries inside of the case. So there's an exterior weight as well as an interior weight, from what I can gather. There's a brass weight on the inside as well, and then there's this coated weight on the outside too. So there's 2 weights as well as this like little accent. So quite a lot going on in this case actually. And the bag that it came in was pretty nice. Nice zippered bag with a flap, protective flap, and you get like the meshed portion where you can put like your PCB plate and whatever, and then the other part where you have the molded portion for the board, and those all look pretty good on during the unboxing. But yeah, this is F13 TKL. It's a nice touch. I do think this is pretty nice. I mean, we do have, I think this is the default option. So default option is the blue ripple type, and this one will kind of look like that, right there. So the blue ripple would look like that. It looks interesting. It does look kind of wavy, right? There. It's an interesting effect. I'm like okay about it. I actually do think I like this Brilliance one much better. It does cost a little more though, right? So if I were to install this, right, like if it were inside of the case, it will look like that. So yeah, that's the ripple default option for the weights. The ones I have here are the Brilliance blue option, which costs extra to replace. So yeah, okay. So I guess that's pretty much it about the board, but if you have any questions during this time, you can feel free to ask. We can go to talk about fried chicken just very quickly before I wrap up stream here. So I will ask this question to you all. Fried chicken. Specifically, we're gonna talk about Popeyes. If you go to Popeyes, what's your order? What do you order at Popeyes? Are you a, 4-piece kind of guy, kind of person? 4-piece dude? Okay, cool. Respectable. That's nice. Chicken sandwich? Okay. Or would you take tendies? Chicken tenders, maybe? You're a chicken tenders person? Okay, cool. Very nice. Orders 8 biscuits, no drink. What the fuck? 2 3-piece spicy combo, dark meat. Dark meat. Heard that? Dark meat. This is how I know Captain Badass has excellent taste. Okay? Because if you go to eat fried chicken, you're not gonna go get breast or white meat. No. That's the wrong option. Dark meat is where it's at for fried chicken, god damn it. Anyway, that was a discussion I was having with Mr. Manoli. We met up for dinner, and like we went for dessert and stuff. And he was preaching about how he loves chicken sandwich at Popeyes, right? And I'm like, chicken sandwich is good, but Basically, what the chicken sandwich has going for it is the convenience of having bread. First of all, you're wasting stomach space by eating bread for your chicken sandwich. Second, you have to have your entire chicken piece doused in sauce for it to taste better and it be a little bit wetter, right? Because otherwise it probably is hit or miss, and it likely is drier than not. I think the problem with fast food restaurants specifically for fried chicken is that for white meat it's hit or miss. It's you might get pieces that are not that just end up too dry after they cook it, right? Like it's totally possible to cook chicken breasts or whatever, like white meat in general, really well and still have it be juicy and delicious and all that. But for fast food, I think it's a hit or miss. So that's why at Popeyes, I always get dark meat. Like, well, however many pieces, doesn't matter, but dark meat is preferable if they have it. But that's what I associate like fried chicken with. You know, I get wings, I get thigh, I get leg, right? It's excellent. But yeah, fast food places though, super inconsistent to get any kind of white meat. At home though, very different story. I've done like you know, chicken breast and like veggies, like lunch, like meal prep and stuff that, you know, ends up juicy and really good and really yummy. And I did that for like a whole year plus, you know, like every day, and that was great. But yeah, like cooking it at home or like, you know, going some other place that you know that they do it well, like it can be delicious. No, you know, no shame about that. But yeah, at fast food, Elvin's philosophy is amazing. At fast food restaurant, I ordered them as dirty as possible, full stop, as unhealthy as possible, full stop. That's the way to go. If you're already going to a fast food place, be as decadent as possible. If you want a healthy meal, don't go to a fast food restaurant. Why? Just go for something else that's healthier, you know? My guy, you don't go to a fast food restaurant and look at the calorie intake, my guy. Let's go. That's exactly right. You're going to a fast food place and you're like, oh, gotta check my macros, bro. Gotta get my carbs, gotta get my protein. I mean, fats, you know, is complete aside. You don't even have to worry about that one. You eat first and you regret later. Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate the opinion of folks here. But I agree. I think ultimately that's what I associate like fast food chicken with. It's like, yeah, thigh, wings, legs, whatever. But I tend to prefer that option if not. Gotta get those gains. I mean, you can get them gains however you want. Just maybe don't cheat with fast food. Just anabolic steroids in Reinfro in game. Let's go. Oh my god. All right. Well, that's pretty much all I wanted to touch upon after this. But if y'all have any other questions or concerns or whatever, just let me know. Yeah. Oh, whoops. Did I plug this in? Oopsie. There we go. I have to get ready for Galentine's. All right. Have a good night, Mr. Kupo. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your evening. All right, let me see if anybody else is currently streaming. Oh, I see Lydia, 99GoGo, currently streaming a Lube TKL, which we built last time. If you guys want to check out another Lube TKL build. I see Bokeh Bob currently building a Drift Mechanics Clara. And I think that's about it for keywords, folks, at the time. So we can go raid Lady, I think. All right. Now I want fried chicken. Get it. Let's go. We should yeah, we should. Well, next time, maybe next time you come down, Captain Badass, we should pick up some fried chicken or something. That'll be good. Some real KFC, some Korean fried chicken if possible. If not, we'll see. But alright, let's go raid. Oh, Jollibee! Yeah, let's go to Jollibee. I haven't been there since the last time I went with Christian, which was like ages ago at this point. Alright, let's do it. Alright, Miago raid. Hi. Hi. Take me in for a loop. And let's go get dark meat fried chicken. Miago fight. Diego suggests KFC and KBBQ all the time for meals because they're amazing. Because they taste good. We only want good tasting meals, right? Don't worry too much about the nutrients and how healthy it is. You don't worry about that on your non-meeting with friends time. What do you mean is protein? I mean, it's all good stuff. It's all good stuff. All right, folks. I'll catch you guys later. Take it easy. Thanks again for coming by. Have a good rest of your night. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.